Hi, Carol. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Anusha Seturaman with SmartOnline, and we recently concluded the Invent Your App contest, and Carol Voss was one of the entrants. Carol, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. I'm Carol Voss. I am the Public Relations and Marketing Director at Independence First. We're a nonprofit that's located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and we help people with disabilities live independently.
Great. Thank you, Carol. So do you want to go ahead and tell us a little bit about your organization's mission and how this app idea relates to that?
Sure. Basically, we've been wanting to do something like this for a long time. So this opportunity is really wonderful because it gives us a chance to see if it'll work. Our organization is Independence First, and we offer over 20 direct program and services for people with disabilities of all ages and all types of disabilities. And our vision is really for full inclusion of people with disabilities in every aspect of the community. And a lot of what we do is related to advocacy and awareness building about inclusion and accessibility for people with disabilities, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's in the community, so that people with disabilities can basically achieve the same dreams and goals that people without disabilities can.
Right, absolutely. That's great. So tell us a little bit about this idea. What is it?
Well, I call it the rock and roller because we wanted to have a broader appeal. Basically, it's a game app idea. There's a lot of apps for, the iPhone and Android and, a number of different platforms for smartphones. And I found that a lot of game programs are really interesting because they can, build brain power, they can build awareness. And this is a fun way for us to build awareness for people who may not be thinking about disability issues. So the concept is all around the person is the person in a chair, and they encounter different barriers, and they have to sort of avoid obstacles and broaden their understanding of really what it might be like to be in the community, not sort of putting on disability. Of course, nobody could do that, but really appreciate from a different viewpoint and really opening their eyes a little bit more that they may not have ordinarily done without the experience for this game.
Exactly. So it's all about engaging with people and educating them about disabilities and what they can do to help.
Absolutely. And it's kind of a little tricky, too, because they'll be having fun while they do it. So hopefully it's something will stick with them.
Exactly.
And we'll be able to accomplish our mission and our vision by having people who may not connect with disability issues otherwise suddenly take an interest or have some fun with this particular app.
Right. So tell us a little bit about what motivated you to come up with this idea. Any inspiration?
Well, I've seen a lot of games, and there's a lot of very simple ideas for games, and I think that this might fall into that category, but it also obviously builds awareness. So things like the games that, you can roll up a piece of paper and shoot a basket, or, there's, the koi pond game or things like that my own children actually play quite a bit when we're in waiting rooms and things like that. I think that we could really help people to discover a new game and a different perspective.
Exactly. So it's a game, but it still has something behind it.
Absolutely. And they may not even realize it.
But we're hoping that they do.
Yes, absolutely.
So how do you see this becoming a reality? Do you have a strategy or plan in place, something like that?
We have been trying for the past couple of years to try to figure out how to do this, but being a nonprofit, it's obviously difficult to, without a donor backer or without a charitable company that is into this type of web app development to come forward and help us out to make something like this, because we really want to feature our and donate donor funds for our program areas, obviously. So this is something that falls kind of out of a typical nonprofit activity. But we have reached out to a couple different game developers and app developers before. It just hasn't worked out for us yet. So we hold great hope that maybe this might be our solution.
Did you have anything? You also mentioned that you've always been an early adopter in digital at your organization. So have you done anything to mobilize your cause as of yet?
So we have presences on Facebook and Twitter that are very active, in fact, worldwide right now. So we've been fortunate to do that, but certainly this will also help us promote and link to the video.
We're really excited that you took this opportunity and did this, because we're going to use this content to help you hopefully make this a reality in the future. And did you have anything else that you wanted to say?
Well, I'm hoping that through this contest that even the idea of getting it out there might help it to become a reality.
Exactly. It's all about trying to figure out how supporters are going to react to this and what enhancements they have in mind. And, then somebody might come forth with, we have the money, just do this.
Exactly. And I think that it's very exciting to have the possibility of sharing the concept with more people than what we have contacts with already. So this really broadens our opportunity and view on the idea. So we're hopeful.
I'm really glad that you entered this contest and you see so much potential. Thank you again for your entry, Carol, and thanks for doing this interview.